All right, I am out with Tom. It has been a little over 2 months since I've been out. We've been doing the right thing, stay-at-home orders, and 2 months is way too long. So here we are, Mission Beach. We're gonna give it a whirl, see what we can come up with. Yeah, target, it's a little bit all over the place. It's holding it 12, 13, 14, but then it hops up to like 17, so curious. It's the first repeatable target I've heard, which now it's not repeating. Now it's just kind of disappeared. There it is. $14, $15 out of the hole. A little rusty after 2 months. Ooh, I see something shiny. How about that? First target after a couple of months. It's a piece of jewelry. It looks like a belly button ring. All right, on to the next. Mid-20s up to like 32, 33. Right next to that belly ring I just dug. This one's here, the belly ring's over there. And again, it's kind of chopping out on me, but that's all right, keep going. Huh. As usual, digging way behind it in case it is something cool. I don't want to damage it. This one is. I didn't even look at the depth scale. I'm rusty. Bear with me. I'm going to try from this angle. Might just be moving it around. This is getting ridiculous. So this 2-month break, it's been driving me crazy. I've never taken a break that long. Obviously in San Diego I don't have the winters that keep me at home. But a buddy of mine in Northern Virginia, he's been getting out. He's got some permissions on some amazing properties with like 1700s houses and finding Civil War belt buckles. Found a 1724 Britannia coin, because before we were the United States in 1776, now it's ringing a 30, 31 out of the hole. Anyway, before we were the United States, we used to use European coins from England, France, Spain, and other places. Whatever they brought overseas with them was the currency. So anyhow, he found a 1724 coin. Depending on where you're at in the world, that might not be a big deal, but Northern Virginia, that's pretty darn old. California, it's exceptionally old. This was a deep quarter. This sounds terrible, but it's somewhat repeatable. So anyway, I was mentioning my buddy detecting in Virginia. I've been living vicariously through him, I guess you could say. He's been sending me photos of his finds, and I had to cancel my trip to Virginia in April due to the COVID. Our plans changed, so oh, there it is. Another piece of jewelry. So anyway, I was excited to go detecting. That is a necklace, and it looks gold. Let me no, I might lose it. Let me pull this out. Wow, this looks really nice. Alright, let me rinse this guy off. That looks really nice. I don't even see where the clasp is. Oh, it's going to be up here in this stuff. We'll take a look later. Got me a chain. Yeah, low to mid 20s target. And I want to mention I got my sensitivity. It's at 16. It's Memorial Day weekend, and every time that happens, the police set up a motorhome in the parking lot, and my best guess, you know, because it's usually when they're there, the feedback is insane. So I'm assuming all the radio activity and stuff from that I almost said cat van, that's insurance related. The van or bus that they use, I'm sure has lots of radio stuff on it, and it just interferes. So yeah, sensitivity's way down, which I'd rather be up 20 or higher, but not the case. It's all right, still finding stuff. And this is an airplane. All right. Mid-teens. Not hitting really hard. It's like about 8 inches deep per the scale. And a big piece of junk. I can't complain, that's my first one. On to the next. Pretty solid 13 target here. 8 inches deep per the scale. That wasn't 8 inches deep. And it's a nickel. Solid 25, probably a dime. I am out here with Tom. We met here, and he pulled up what looks to be a silver ring, a kid's ring. It's kind of small, but a ring nonetheless. So that's good stuff. Not a lot of targets out here. Most years there'd be targets galore, but spring break was essentially canceled. So. Dime. Kind of choppy. Low to mid-teens. Now it's hanging out more in the mid-teens. What is that thing? Oh, it's a feather. I thought it was some kind of a bug. That's a pull tab. Really nice 12-13. I don't think I mentioned, it's almost 4 in the morning. Figured if I'm going to get out for the first time in 2 months, might as well be during a low tide. So peak low tide's at 4:48, something like that. Something like that. And want to make sure I hit that low tide. That darn pull tab reading at 12:13. Oh well. I think I have my first penny of the night. Let's take a look. Nope, not a penny. Some kind of a, I don't know, chunk of something. Nice 25 target. So Tom and I were talking, and there's just not a lot of targets here. And it's kind of early in our detecting, so we're going to head down to PB, Pacific Beach, right up the street. And I have the Vanquish in the car, so I'm going to pull out the Vanquish when we get up to Pacific Beach. See how we do. This one's going to be a penny, copper penny. And it's a wheat penny. That's rare for Southern California. Most people are probably chuckling, that's no big deal, but out here it is. And it looks like a 44? Yeah, 44 wheat penny. I'll take that all day long. There's that mobile command center thing I was talking about, the metal detector interference command center. Usually the holiday weekends are pretty crazy around here. Alright, we worked our way over to Pacific Beach. There's Tom. We're keeping our distance. Let's find some gold. 13, 14, 15. And I am using the Vanquish. I had this thing stored for, 2 months. Collapsed. I had to do a tug of war to get this thing out of there. So, if you store these things, don't collapse them and store them. And I cleaned it pretty good too. It was a hell of a time getting it out. So now it's all freed up again and everything's good. I'm in jewelry mode. Sensitivity, it's got the roundabout thing, which goes up to, I think, 10 clicks. I've got it down two notches because I was getting a little bit of feedback. But stable machine. Darn pull tab. Alright, I've been walking 30 to 45 minutes with nothing. Now I have a penny target, so it's 20. See what we got. And it's a penny. It was a penny. There it is. Alright, let's find some more. Alright, tailgate wrap up. So we were out about 3.5 hours detecting, maybe 3 to 3.5 hours actual detecting. Came back, took a nap, and here I am. So not much as far as targets go. Quarter dime, nickel, and penny, and then the wheat penny, which was kind of a cool surprise. Kid's toy, only 5 pieces of trash. Not gold. It's actually really junky. The closer you look, the worse it gets. So there's a good far away photo. Looks fine. Belly button ring, also junk, crusty. The wheat penny would be my find of the morning. Either way, I had a blast. It was great getting out for the first time in over 2 months. The Vanquish, you know, I didn't have much luck with it at the second location, Pacific Beach. There just weren't many targets. I think I only had a pull tab and that penny, and that was it. No fault to the Vanquish, though. It's an amazing machine. It behaves just like the Equinox. I highly recommend it for the money. If you could spend a little more, get the Equinox, though. It's got some more bells and whistles to it. So anyway, it's been fun. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully we'll be very soon.